but we only had male teachers, and they were really stuck in like an old way of photography. And we learned setting lights and studio and everything. We learned by having the whole class and a naked model who was a young woman who the teacher paid with cash from his pocket. And I was very, very angry with this. And the end of that workshop was to take a picture of the whole group with the nude model standing next to the teacher. And then these pictures were put on the wall. I mean, this is like 2001, 2002, so it's not that long ago. But on the wall they had pictures from the last 15 years. And every class did this. And I was really, really angry. So I said that I'm only participating in this workshop if we do it with a male model, as we're a group of majority of girls. And the teacher was I pulled his pants down, and he got very angry with this and thought that I should behave, kind of. And then he said, it was quite a funny story. He said, like, actually it's not possible because we're doing this workshop to practice studio light, and the female body is a lot more three-dimensional than the male body is. It only works on the female body. And I was young and angry, so I said, like, well, the naked male bodies I have seen, they can be pretty three-dimensional too. And then I was thrown out of the class.
Did you make a photo afterward?
No, I was not in the workshop. I learned it otherwise. But then I did the journalist school, and it was quite 50-50, both teachers and students, and it was not an issue really. And I did my internship without any problems. So hopefully something. Yeah, but it's a bit later, so hopefully things will change. And at documentary school and film school, I have been in classes with more women and a lot of female teachers. And I think now also at the European, because I'm in the field of documentary, at the documentary festivals, at TV, also at the film institutes, most decision makers, both at festivals, TV and film institutes, are women, very qualified decision makers with a long track record. So I would say there is almost an opposite problem. That they're
well, we can keep with it opposite for a while.
Yeah, but like several big festivals, like Nordisk Panorama, for example, the biggest festival in the 5 Nordic countries, I think they are like 20 women working and 2 men, and that's also not good.
No.
So, yeah.
I think your story, since we know that presentation of women behind camera in decision-making position are not so huge, or widely shown, but even history, which are coming out of screen, are also not so positive in a woman way, that they are not talking about woman problems, and we used to have a male who is talking about his own problem, and the woman are running around taking care about his problem. When you do your movie, have you been aware about that? Have you think about that? To have more woman presence, even as a message from the screen?
Yes. But also that I try to film men in a way that we don't see men so often. I'm sorry to keep coming back to it, but I think it's as important the other way. For me, it's been it's like a feministic doing to film a 23-year-old dad with his dead baby in his arms crying. Because we don't see men in that position, and I think that it's not only women that have to change and have to force their way into male areas men, the areas that are macho dominated, they make men very unhappy too. And I think it's a bad thing making little boys macho. So for me, I think of this all the time. I think of it when I wake up and when I fall asleep. For me, it's a lifestyle. It's a view on life. It's a view on my profession. But I think of it in terms of how to portray men, almost even more.
Yeah. Whether you portray a man or a...
I mean,
Yeah,
are you
or
aware
it's
when you are
yeah.
working?
It's awareness. It is definitely. And yes, and I'm at the moment. One of the films I'm doing is about a punk movement in Sweden in the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s, and the scene there was most guys, but the women and the bands they had, they were so important. So that is also something. So I choose them to stand out in this film. Never